Hey guys, I know I'm supposed to be doing like this Lolita workbook thing that we've been talking about on the EGL form, and I mean to like totally get back to that. It's just I've been having a rough day lately, and I don't know, it's just Nye. So we're here again. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm in the middle of editing something else. And I get the package. What am I supposed to do? I can't sit around and record other stuff while package sits here. So let's open it. First, this is shipped via the FedExian, and it is a package from a company called Lolita Butiken. Lolita Butiken. I want to pronounce it in a Danish way, but I want to use the Norwegian grammatical thing. I'll explain it later, but I had the hardest time figuring out how to say it because I don't really understand how Svenska works or how Swedish works. Lolita Butiken is a Swedish company, and they provide Lolita wear for all the lovely girls and gals of Scandinavia and the greater EU. I was first drawn to this company because I noticed a post on the EGL Live Journal community about that the lead owner of the company had made a custom print, and she had turned it into a JSK, and I really needed this JSK. So, to start with the packaging, we got a FedEx box, and then we have tissue paper. There's the logo. See right there? Come up with your own pronunciation as you will. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, I'm just saying that I personally, am having a hard time figuring out how I want to pronounce it. So, everyone have fun. Got tissue paper. Open it up. Opening. Oh no, what is it? What is it? It's in a bag. It's in a nice plastic bag, actually. Let's pull it open. Oh no, it's one of those resealing bags. Oh no, it's gray. It has a bit of red on it. What is it? It's Doma King. But here you've got Odin on his 8-legged horse, and you have runes along the bottom, and you've got a nice, I think it's called grosgrain ribbon, right there at the edge, and it's finished nicely, finished machine, yes. And this is an original print to Lolita Butiken, and it's called Sleipnir. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I think it's Sleipnir. I have a cheat sheet, but I should probably check it on Google Translate. And this is a cotton JSK with a nice shaped bodice in front with sort of a higher neck curve here, and you have the runes as straps, and it is lined on the inside, and on the back you've got buttons attaching the straps So again, like the Meta JSK that I reviewed last time, you can remove the button and adjust the strap up and down if you so please. This is where the button is, so you can move it all the way up here. The label on the inside is handwritten, so that shows you how much of a small run this is. It's a JSK that had disappeared for quite a while, and when it showed back up again, I had to get it because I didn't want it to disappear. When we unzip it, so we unzip it all the way, and you can see, or I hope you can see, that it is fully lined. It is a fully lined skirt as well as a bodice, and it looks very solidly made. I don't see any errors, and the cotton is very sturdy. It doesn't feel delicate in the least, which I think is actually very suiting to sort of the theme of the JSK. I think it makes a lot of sense that it's a more durable material, sort of with the direct Viking or Viking influence with the whole theme of it. So that's that. And I know I might seem a little odd because it's late, and to be very honest, my head does hurt, but I just had to open this anyways. But I'm just so excited. This is a dress that I did not realize it at the time, but it's definitely a dream dress of mine. And I used to say that I didn't have any dream dresses, but where this all sort of came about was that I saw it online, and I joked to a lot of my friends. I said, you know, we could do some kind of a small world theme where we all sort of dressed in national costumes or something. I could just wear this JSK, and a lot of my friends joked and said, like, yeah, that would be a funny theme to do. And I also really love the video game Skyrim, and part of it is that I think Skyrim's a really fun game. But there's also sort of a funny inside joke to me being a Scandinavian American and playing through a game that's like directly themed off of all of that. And it shows up in the most interesting ways in the architecture, in the way the characters talk or pronounce things sometimes. It's just, and so I really like that. So like this is a combination of like a bunch of different elements together that I'm so happy about. I can't wait to try it on. So let's move on for now, because of course, as I said in a few videos before, you should never order just one thing. And I am not saying that with the idea in mind that everyone has infinite money. I'm saying that with the idea that if you're paying the shipping and handling on, say, a large piece like a jumper skirt or a pinafore dress, it makes sense to include accessories in the order that don't weigh enough to up the shipping cost. It makes a lot of sense to include accessories with a bigger order, because then it's like you're getting things cheaper. So, pulling out more from here, we have this is the last thing. We have one more package of tissue paper, and I'm opening it up, being a little nasty. Ah! Things are falling out. It's a war zone. What did I grab? Ah! More things fall out. Ah! Lace everywhere. Ah! So, everything's wrapped in its own individual package, its own individual plastic package. And the first thing I am opening here is something that I had told myself when I first got into Lolita that I was never going to get. But here I am. It's from Anna House. So Lolita Butiken imported this from the company Anna House. And so what's interesting about it is that if I had ordered this on its own from Anna House, I would have had to pay shipping and handling for this item. but by ordering it with the JSK and bundling it all together, there was no shipping and handling charge attached to this. That all I was paying for this was the actual purchase price. This is a bonnet, and the reason why I wanted to try this bonnet is because it is very similar to the rectangular headdress design, which I like on my head, and a lot of people on the EGL Live Journal community have said that the rectangular headdress seems to look good on me. So, oh, and then here's the inside there. It has a clip right over the label. So if I were to put this on my head now, and I know this is not like by any means a coordinate, but you can see how it fits. And it's a little stiff because it's brand new, so it's probably going to look a lot better over time as the fabric softens. What I can see already is the brim seems a little smaller than what I thought it was, or maybe I need to lean it forward a little more. Yeah, I need to lean it forward a little more. I'm not sure what to make of it. That's partially why I ordered it. It is that I want to really try this look out, and Anna House makes very affordable bonnets, so I felt like this would be a great way to try the bonnet. So that is that. And it was a brown and white bonnet, sort of an old school combination. The next item I'm going to open is a pair of over-the-knee socks that was made exclusively for Lolita Butiken. And again, it was wrapped individually. And these over-the-knee socks feature swords, and I'm not quite sure what the other element here. This is a very much a crimson red with a almost a tarpy, neutral tarpy color over here. This is not white, and this is not ivory or off-white. It's kind of a almost a tarp or a khaki color on top. Which I like very much because it makes it a little bit more subtle. You know, when you have pirate sabers on your socks, you might want the color scheme to be a bit more subtle. I got these socks because they match very closely with the JSK's crimson ribbon trim. It's not absolutely the same, but it's very close. And I felt like because I didn't have any crimson socks, I should definitely match back to that. A good idea with cording overall, or coordinating an outfit, is to match back with your accessories to either the most prominent, like, neutral color. Like, if you have primarily a pink and a white dress, it's probably a good idea to match back to the pink or the white, even if there's a print on it. If the two major dominant colors are pink and white, then you should match back to them. Excuse me. So in this case, the JSK is mostly gray, charcoal gray, and crimson. And because the crimson is such a minor element, I feel like it gives a great a sort of diving board to use a bunch of crimson red accessories. Alright, the next item is a pair of wrist cuffs. It's from a shop called Dear Victoria. And Dear Victoria, I don't know if they're currently open. They've been on Etsy. I don't know if they're in Store Envy at the moment. But it's a shop, it's a very, very small independent shop. And they primarily do really nice wrist cuffs. And these are gorgeous. But very, very nice lace. This is incredibly soft. This is brand soft lace. So I will go look online later and provide any links that can get you straight to Dear Victoria, because the stock that's currently at Lolita Butiken is sort of their as-is stock. I don't know if they're going to be getting any more from Dear Victoria, so I'm definitely going to provide a link below if I can find one. These are black and ivory. I didn't expect them to be this glorious, but they're very nice. And they have a ivory gross grain bow. And let's see. Oh, here's the tag. So here's the tag, Dear Victoria. And what was so nice is the shopkeeper, Eva, told me that there was a tiny mark left on the one of the wrist cuffs. It's a little tiny mark. I think it's somebody's makeup, probably. You know, somebody was probably trying these on and got a tiny bit of makeup on there. And I'm going to take that off immediately. But Eva had noticed it while packing, and what she did is, instead of packing up my package as is, she immediately stopped everything, and she emailed me and said, hey, here's a picture of this little defect I noticed. I can either switch it out for a different color combination, because they only had one of this color combination left, or she said I can give you a store credit or whatever you want, but you know, I just wanted to tell you this before shipping, and I'm not going to ship until I get a response. And I thought that was very nice, because I knew that I could remove a stain like this, so I was totally fine with still receiving this pair of wrist cuffs. And I think they're just going to be a lovely addition to my wardrobe. And I like that they're cream, because my bodyline wrist cuffs are more like they're an ivory white. They're more of a white than an ivory, and now this has more cream in it. And as we go into winter, black is going to be way more a part of my wardrobe. So this next item I'm opening, I don't know what it is, because I just realized this is a gift. The shop packs an extra little gift item if you buy over a certain amount. And so apparently I get gifts. I like this. It feels a lot like Christmas, because I have no idea what I'm getting. I'm packing it right now. We've got a pink chain, and we've got a bunch of stars, a bunch of like sort of Harajuku kawaii stars, and then a big star in the middle. I like this a lot. I like it because it's very cute and cartoony and free-flowing. And the chain is a nice metal chain which has been power sprayed with pink paint, and it feels very solid. It definitely reminds me a little bit of Angelic Pretty's plastic jewelry, because this doesn't feel like kids jewelry. This feels like the quality of adult costume jewelry, but the theme is very playful. So I like that. That was cool. I totally forgot that she had mentioned in the email that there would be a gift. I totally forgot that. And let's see, what's this? There's 2 gifts. I don't know what to say. The second gift I'm going to put on my hand. It fits! It's a bracelet that fits. You don't know how hard this is. I can never find a bracelet that fits. So this is a multi-string flax pearl bracelet, and it fits my wrist. And what's so cool about that, I know there's a little bit of space, but the reason why I want to show you is this wrist is 4.5 inches around, which is very, very small for a wrist. So I just want to show you that it does fit normal size wrists too. But I usually can't find a bracelet that fits this close. Usually it's so off kilter that it just slides right off my hand. And this fits super good. This is really cool. And especially sort of given my more classic tendencies, this is going to be really great. I was thinking that I would have to make one of these sometimes. And this means that I don't have to make a bracelet like this. So that means it saves me time, and I can put time into other projects, and I still get what I want. So this is a win-win. The other present was good too, but like this is like a huge win-win. Here's the waist tie for the JSK. The waist tie is a single tie, and so I'm holding it. It is folded over once, so it's double length of what I'm showing you right now, and it's just the runes, and I think there are little loops on the JSK so that you can put it through. Excuse me. But this means that I can also replace it when I want with, say, something else. Like, there might be a time when I make a coordinate where it makes more sense to take a crimson red ribbon that matches the little ribbon on the JSK and use that as a belt around the dress instead. Or I might want to use a real belt if I'm feeling kind of Viking-y and I want like a leather belt with like a really worked iron buckle or something. Or I could I could do a bunch of things. This is a really nice option. So that's the waist tie. And then the last ball I'm opening here are some Choco Mint accessories. Yes, it's more than one Choco Mint accessory that I ordered. And Choco Mint is a Japanese company that's very famous for making super cute, super fun accessories. And in Japan, you can pick up Choco Mint for pretty cheap. Like comparing it to Claire's or icing accessory boutiques in the United States, Choco Mint comes up to be about the same or slightly cheaper sometimes. Choco Mint does not sell to the United States. It does not sell internationally. But Choco Mint likes to work with lots and lots of different dealers. And so Lolita Butiken and many others carry Choco Mint. Another company that carries Choco Mint is Closet Child. So even though Closet Child is a secondhand shop, you can buy brand new Choco Mint pieces. So I thought, of course, you know, if Lolita Butiken has Choco Mint, why should I deny myself a few pieces? This first one is a teapot and a teacup that are attached together by a chain and several little flax pearls. And on the back of the teapot is a two-way clip. And it's the white color option in this case. And I got the white color option because there's a pink color option, a white color option, and a blue. And while I would say the blue was the most striking one to me, I know I will be able to match more to the white. So that's why I went with that one. It does include little tiny bows of every color that's available in the different colorways. You got a little bead there, and you have little beads all around here, and it's stitched, and it's just so adorable. And so you can get it to hang any which way you want, basically. And I think if you even wanted more control, you could probably add an extra pin here if you wanted to really be in control of how these two are placed on a coordinate. And so it can go in your hair or it can go on your outfit, and I think this is just going to add a sweet element to my look without it screaming sweet, if you know what I mean. Alright, now the last three items here are all rings. The first one I'm going to start with is the biggie one, and that is a Choco Mint ribbon ring. Look at that. It covers my whole hand basically, and it's an adjustable ring, so it'll widen and close more depending on who's wearing it. And it's made of plastic. But what's so nice about it, this is why I ordered this, Choco Mint makes just this amazing marbled effect on all their rings. I don't know what it is, but with their plastic resin rings, they can make this amazing marbled effect. And the actual bow is just beautifully sculpted with the scalloping. And I love how it sort of takes up your whole hand, because to be honest with Lolita, there's a tendency to want to maybe cover your hands in accessories. And I have a lot of antique rings, but the truth is I don't have so many of them that I could cover my hand up. And especially when we're talking about matching colors and themes, I just don't have enough to really swath both my hands with it. And so I like that this kind of overlaps other knuckles and other fingers, so that you have one ring but you're getting like more coverage, more va-va boom for it. So that's that. So the last two items are identical, but they're just different color schemes. It's the white and the mint rose rings. And there are a lot of these available on the site. Pretty much everything I ordered except the wrist cuffs are available on the website right now. And these rings come in a huge range of colors, including there's a black rose, there are, I think, 2 shades of pink, there's red. So you can really find lots that match different color schemes. I picked these two because I know that the ivory is going to immediately match most of my coordinates. And then the green I picked because I felt like it was a very unusual color scheme for a rose ring kind of thing. I have a rose ring like these that's pink, but it's made out of pink coral. And so I'm planning to also wear that one with these two interchangeably. Quick Lolita pro tip before we wrap this up is if you have real jewelry and if you have costume jewelry, mixing and matching the two together will sort of blur the line between the two visually. The human eye tends to catch up. It tends to catch on to the glisten and the glamour of the actual real jewelry, and then sort of subconsciously assumes that the rest of the jewelry that's near it is also real. So that was my haul, and I'm sorry if it was a bit sudden and a bit silly, but I just really wanted to record this because, to be honest, I didn't want to have to wait until tomorrow to open it up. I know that's so childish, but I wanted to because Doma King.